We'll talk about your career now. You play for your hometown club Cardiff. Made your debut at 17. Is that right?
Mhm. Probably a bit older than that. I would have thought I'd be 18, but yeah, around that time.
What did it feel like to play for your hometown club and obviously the team you supported?
Yeah, everything, Cardiff born and bred. Didn't go anywhere else during my kind of schoolboy years. Just had other options, but always wanted to go and do that at Cardiff and stay at home and hopefully play for Cardiff City one day, which I did. So I loved it as well. Like I said, I could come home every night. It was kind of my people, my city. So huge pride in representing your hometown club. I think for anyone in any city in any club. So yeah, it meant a lot.
You scored your first goal for the club against Hull City. Do
Mm.
you remember much about the goal?
Yeah, I remember getting a breakthrough and missing time with injury, and kind of coming back and feeling probably better after the injury and more ready to play sort of first team football. Football back then in the mid 90s was 4-4-2, and I was a kind of number nine, but not in the stereotypical way that they wanted then, as being big, tall, strong, aggressive. I was probably more fitted to kind of the nines that are getting signed these days, if you like. Enjoyed the technical side of the game, and did that so pretty well, I guess, but in the wrong era. And yeah, the whole game, my keeper spilled it and I tapped it in, so it wasn't much of a goal, but gave me the confidence as a young lad and to get going. And Ninian Park was kind of intimidating place to play, and football back then, if you didn't make an impact quickly, you might not have got another chance. So I needed to kind of get a few goals early on.
You made 25 appearances, scoring 8 goals, so not a bad introduction to professional football. Anything stand out from that?
I mean, like I said, I had a bit of a first team experience and then came out of that. I think it was injury going back a long time. And then when I came back into the team second time round, I got some goals and we were on a bit of a run for the what would be League Two now playoffs. So we had a young team, a few lads that had come through together, and it was enjoyable. In terms of memorable goals, I scored a good goal against Hartlepool, a back heel and things, but we were just on a bit of a push to get in the playoffs level. But um, yeah, I mean, it was just I don't remember any of them being particularly outstanding. Just enjoyed playing and scoring. It always means a little bit more if you're scoring for your hometown club, I think.
You did score a goal
Hmm.
for Cardiff at Springfield Park, so signing for Wigan wasn't your first time at Springfield Park. You did score a goal there in a 1-0 win for Cardiff, which was Cardiff's first
Okay,
win against Wigan. We're just going to
just
bring it up now if you remember it well.
first, it's the first time I've seen that. Yeah, like I don't remember that being a sunny day. I thought it was wet. So there's my memory. I think
Now
I
here's
think I failed a
Partridge,
medical
but
at Norwich
Cambridge maybe a
City
chance here
the
for
week
Haworth.
before.
Fires a
Sure, I
shot.
did. Was this a bank holiday game? Maybe.
Think so, yes.
Just my memories, yeah, faded a bit. But I failed a medical at Norwich City whilst I was away with Wales in the 21s. Failed that, came back. I scored the winner against Belgium on a Friday night, and I think this was the Monday. I went and scored that. And then I moved to Coventry City. Kind of came after that, but just remember having a great weekend after a terrible week, if you like.
Was that with the 21s?
21s against we beat Belgium at the Vet. So I scored two winners over 4 days on the back of failing a medical. So looking back, we're probably quite resilient to go on and done that. So that's what I recall of that time. I think it was that time anyway.
You said there you were out on the brink of a move to Norwich. How did that come about? Move to Championship
Yeah,
club?
Championship club, and they'd come in and agreed a fee. I was away with Wales and I had to go and have my medical. It was quite a thorough medical, and I'd had a knee operation, which kind of interrupted those appearances you were on about. There was a break, and I think it was on the back of having some knee surgery. Um, and the knee was fine, and I was playing, and I was just a youngster, but yeah, pretty annoying, I guess, and upsetting to fail the opportunity, the medical and the opportunity. The only good thing was I was coming back to my hometown club and my mates, and I played with my mates for Wales, if you like, on the 21s, and then our Cardiff City team was really close in terms of a lot of Cardiff lads in there and South Wales boys. So I guess I was comforted by just falling back into that, and not taking too much disappointment from it.
Were there many lads who played in that Wales team that moved on to the first team, or that you can remember?
Trying to think, was it in my youth team as such, or in that Cardiff team?
in the Wales team?
Oh, and the Welsh 21s. Yeah, I mean, Scott Young played for Cardiff City, had a good career. There was a few others. I guess the players that went on to play a bit higher, that outside of myself, was John Oster. When I played for Everton, good player. Craig Bellamy, I grew up with on neighbouring council estates, so me and Bellas kind of came through a lot of their age groups pretty much together, and he'd probably be the highest profile of that age group. And then a couple of other lads that Christian Edwards played for Swansea, had a career in the kind of football league, played a bit of Tranmere. So there's a few lads in one in there. Gareth Roberts had a really good career, left back, mate of mine who played at Doncaster and Derby and things. So yeah, there was some decent careers that come out of it, but I would say Bellas was the standout one. Johnny Oster, I guess, playing for Everton for a couple of years.
You mentioned Craig Bellamy there. He's not doing a bad job, is he?
Yeah,
As we're recording tonight, you've got a big game. Do you fancy your chances?
I hope so. I mean, he's done a good job, and I mean, for small nations like Wales, it's getting that group of players every so often that are good enough. When I was younger, we had, Russian Hughes and Saunders and Neville Southall, and we got close and didn't do it. And then obviously the Gareth Bale kind of era was unbelievable, and it's an achievement for us to get there, I think. But he's doing great. Pleased for him. Very, very good coach. Speaks well and gone through his own sort of challenges in life, but looks to be on the right path. And like I said, I've known him since we were young boys, so hopefully he can get the job done.
And get you some tickets for America.
Don't know about that, but yeah.
You talked about, obviously, the Norwich move to Norwich failed, but you ended up moving to Coventry, who are a Premier League team, so a step above. How did that come about?
As it evolved, and I guess it doesn't matter now for so long ago, but Coventry had actually put an offer in that Cardiff accepted, I was told by Gordon Strachan later on, and Norwich came in over the top and put more money in, and Cardiff kind of went back on the deal with Coventry, actually. Then, bizarrely, I failed the medical, and Cardiff wanted to sort of re-engage with Coventry about the original deal. I think it was for 100 grand less or something like that. And luckily, Gordon Strachan and Coventry seen that it was nothing to do with me, and I was just the lad caught up in that, I guess. And the deal went ahead and went through and passed the medical and everything else. And yeah, they ended up staying up that season when we were in the playoffs and being a Premier League team. So in terms of stature, they were in a better place. And then when I joined, yeah, some fantastic players. And the couple of years I was trying to break through there, really, they were a mid-table Premiership team with Hucks, Darren Huckabee and Dion, Gary McAllister, Roland Nielsen, George Boateng, a lot of good sort of international players at that time.